because I did check on UPS, and it did go to that same address again. And I had a supervisor look at it because I don't know why it keeps going to that same address after the customer's profile has been updated to the new address, but it keeps going. So the only thing we could do is again send another request for them to send it to the correct address. I did put on here that the address is the same on the customer's profile, and also provided that same address, the 12650 West 64th Avenue, Unit E, number 130, Arvada, Colorado 8004, so they can do it again. So I do apologize for the inconvenience for the customer, but we can just go ahead and resubmit it again, and hopefully they'll get it the right address this time.
Is there any way we can expedite it so he can receive it tomorrow?
Well, because of the amount, well, I think it's 25,000. They only want expedited if it's over 25,000. And this one is at 19, so it's still gonna have to go through the same. Let me see how many days it's gonna take to come. Just one moment, okay? Just one moment. Let me get some information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did get a second opinion on that to see if it can be, and he said no, it can't be because of the amount. It takes 7 business days to arrive. Again, I do apologize to the customer for waiting all this time and it not, being sent out to him
Is
the
there
correct way
is
2 times.
is there any way your supervisor can override it because he really needs the money and this happened twice and he really is um, needs the money.
But it's not. We don't release the fund. It goes to the second department.
What if,
The central.
and I asked this before and I was told no, but I mean, is there any way that I could open an account and you could transfer the funds?
Let me. I think you should have the option if we. Did you close it on your own or
No.
No,
we closed it for a restriction?
I'm wondering, and I'm also wondering if possibly one of the reasons it keeps on going to that address is because I was living there for like 6 years, and when I opened the account, I had been dealing with some social security number issues, and I'm wondering if fraud department thought that the account was somehow fraudulent and closed it. I don't know, maybe it was an automatic, like a computer system thing, but maybe because of the reason that it closed it, it's sending it to the old address, thinking that this new address that I'm giving is somehow fraudulent. I don't even know how your system works, but I don't know if somebody's making that decision or a computer's making that decision.
Well, it goes to a closing team, and they're the ones that approve it, and they're the ones that submit it. And on here, it's saying that they are the ones that take care of it. But we wouldn't be able to expedite it because they only expedite it depending on the amount of the check.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you got a UPS account, which I'm sure you do, you got a commercial UPS account, basically if you're going to mail something, you have to draft up, put in a weight and everything like that, and it'll give you tracking number right away. Is there any possible way we could get on, like, with that closing account people, and they could give me a tracking number before I leave here? So I, like...
Well, first thing, it has to be submitted back to them. So I'm sending an email to them. That's the process, and then it goes from there. So once I send the email, I no longer have it, and so they're the ones that make that determination on it. Once I send it a stop payment and for them to reissue a new check, then that's not my department after that once I send the email.
I mean, I'm just worried, and I understand that, you put the notes in and everything, but people seem to be missing these notes. I don't know why they're missing these notes or how they're missing these notes or how the communication isn't happening where it keeps on happening. But I mean, what you're telling me is that I got to walk out of here again, and basically I'm not going to have anything, set in stone or concrete, no guarantees from Chase that anything is actually happening. I mean, other than it got submitted to the closing people, and I don't even know if they're going to get it right at that point in time. So I just don't know, like, why you can talk to a supervisor, but we can't get them on the phone real quick. I mean,
it's not a supervisor, it's a department that handle that.
Yeah, we could
information and
transfer over to them.
We wouldn't even talk to them. That's a totally different department that handles the money and how the money is going to be issued out to every customer. So we can't talk to them about
Sounds like a systemic issue then.
We email them the information, and then that's it. We are not allowed to do anything else other than what we're instructed to do with this department.
What we're instructed to do. Yeah, that's a big problem with Chase is, following the instructions and not being able to make things happen. I guess this is the third time you're gonna have to mail me a check. I've been, as Carlos said, I've been waiting for this for almost a month now, trying to get my money back, and I didn't want the account closed in the first place, and the check keeps on getting mailed to the wrong address, and I'm trying to live off of that funds out here. I just recently moved, and I mean, I'm literally using credit cards to pay for food now, and I don't, that's not smart. So
the idea of him opening the account and then you guys transferring the money, is that viable?
Let me see if he has that option. If the account, how the account was closed. Was it closed on our side?
It was closed. It was closed on Chase side, but it wasn't his fault. They defrauded him because he had moved to Wisconsin and he gave his information to a fraudulent company that posed as if like they were a rental company when he was trying to get an apartment. So then his social got compromised, and I don't know how that went to back office. But somehow that got his account closed. So.
I feel like that has to be something to do with why it was closed and maybe other issues.
So yeah, if you can check on that for us, please.
Yeah, just one moment.
Like, I don't even know if, like, maybe the closing people who send the check, if they check with fraud or something like that before they send it out, and that's why they're reverting it back to 1132, because they're like, they talk to closing, they say, hey, we closed the account because we saw something fraudulent, so we're going to, we recommend you send it to the old address. I don't know, but somebody missed the notes. I have no idea what's going on over there.